Hey everybody, welcome back. And happy Friday. I've actually got a 3-day weekend this weekend, so I was going to take this time to do some videos and try to catch up on a lot of videos and read some comics. Hey, sounds like a great weekend. But anyway, this is just some odds and ends. And this first one, it almost looks like an Archie comic, and I thought Archie had published this one, but it was actually published by a company called Radio Comics. Now, I'm not sure if they were affiliated with Archie or not, but this is a comic that one of my cousins had when I was a kid, and I remember reading it, and I always wanted this book, and I finally found a copy. It's kind of maybe like in VG minus shape, but it's got like a lot of superhero and horror and sci-fi parody type stories in it. I think it's about a lot of the same guys that did Archie comics, but this is actually, I'm not sure how many issues there were of this, but this is actually issue number 1. It's one of those cool square-bound books that you hear me go on and on and on about. I kind of flipped it. It looked pretty, like I say, it's a little bit beat up, but this is one of those things that you wish you had when you was a kid, or you had when you was a kid and you were trying to replace it. So this is one of those deals. But this is Tales Calculated to Drive You Bats by that batty crew, Dick, Vic, Bob, and Gladdy. Whatever the hell that is. But pretty fun little comic. And I'm not a real big Dale collector. I've been getting into them just a little bit more lately. But these Dale Giants kind of caught my interest, just because of the square band format, and there was a lot of reading in them, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know Tubby from Little Lulu. So this is Marge's Tubby and his Clubhouse Pals, and this is actually, I believe this is a number 1. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit rolled on the spine, but like I say, it's one of those great giant-sized books. And I looked, and this is actually almost like a 100-pager. This is 98 pages, covers and story, and just lots of good fun stuff. But I thought that was a really neat-looking cover. Okay, got some Marvel Bronze Age, Jungle Action number 11. I'm closing in on getting my run of this. I think this is a really underrated title. First 4 issues, I think, are just like reprints from the 50s, like from the Jungle comics back then. But number guys that collect this, number 5 is like the first time Black Panther, had his first ongoing series. I think this was before the Kirby comic came out. But a lot of really underrated stories and art in this. Pretty high grade copy. That's number 11, Jungle Action. Got some Silver Age DC sci-fi, complete with I guess what you call the racing checks or go-go checks. Mystery in Space number 108 with Ultra the Multi-Alien. This is kind of cool. If anybody is following Justice League United, the new book, I think Ultra's got he got a part in some of those early stories. But got a very old, cool 60s Silver Age sci-fi cover. Great stuff. And some more Marvel Monsters. Monsters on the Prowl number 20 is one I had missing in that run. Oog lives again. Of course, you can tell just by looking, that's a Gil Kane cover. You got the upturned nose, and all that. They got great, most of it's like Kirby and Ditko, Don Heck art. I love these picture frame covers also. Okay, and here's a book that I thought I had, and I went through my run of Fear, and I don't know if I lost it or traded it or sold it. I can't imagine getting rid of this book, but I found a really good deal on it. It's probably like in fine shape, but this is Adventure into Fear number 19. It's actually got the first appearance of Howard the Duck. So, and I'm sure any of you guys have been watching Hippie's videos. He's got some great videos out about Man-Thing and Howard the Duck and Werewolf by Night. So big shout out to Hippie, and thanks for making me kind of wonder if I had this issue or not, because I kept thinking I did and I didn't. But great book. Got a great cover there. I think it's got Steve Gerber on the script, which that guy was just, he's a little off center, but I love his stuff on Man Thing and Howard the Duck. But cool Bronze Age key. And now, long awaited. If any of you guys have been watching Gimpy's videos, he had one where he had his Star Trek Migos and his Planet 8 Migos, and he had the background music and everything, and he's like, it's finally here. And he's like, Shannon, did you see? I was like, yes, I saw. I was just a little late in getting them. But the first 2 issues of Star Trek and Planet of the Apes crossover, the Primate Directive, is out now, and issue 3 is coming up. And I'm usually not real big on collecting a lot of variant covers, but anything with the apes in it. Of course, I'm a big Star Trek fan too, but not as much as the Planet of the Apes. But this is just like it was like a fanboy wet dream for fans of this stuff. But I'm trying to get all the variant covers. I think I got maybe one or two more to go on issue 1, and I'm not sure how many there's going to be on 2. But I think this is the regular cover, Star Trek Planet of the Apes Part 1, with the gorilla holding looks like Kirk's tunic, with a Starfleet communicator insignia on there. Here's a subscription cover variant, and this is by Mr. George Perez. Just an awesome cover. You got the Perez boulders and the rocks and rubble, and there you got Charlton Heston's character Taylor up there shooting at a Klingon. Then you got Klingons and apes in the background. You got Spock, Sulu, Kirk. Of course, you got McCoy down at the bottom. He's dead, Jim. Those damn dirty apes. A really cool cover. For some reason, I got 2 of those, but yeah, you can't get enough George Perez. Really cool looking book. And the story in this is great. I mean, it just kind of, I was kind of wondering, like, well, is the story going to be crap or what? But the story is really interesting, and it kind of picks up continuity-wise. It's about the original crew from the Enterprise, but continuity-wise in the Apes universe, Kirk and crew kind of drop in right after Taylor sees the Statue of Liberty buried in the sand. So they kind of get together in this. So issue 1, here's the black and white version of that. So you get to see the George Perez stuff in black and white, which is very cool. Like this is a retailer incentive variant. Very cool book. Sketch cover for number 1. Probably taking that to the convention in March. Might actually have to have somebody draw an ape on this. I'm not sure. But anyway, I love this cover. 2 of these last 3. This is cover B from number 1. So you have the Statue of Liberty and Kirk beaming in or beaming out. That's just really cool. And that was all those were number 1. This is number 2. I think this is the regular cover. You have Kor from the Klingon Empire before they got the ridged brows and all that stuff. And you have the gorillas in the background. I think he was from, I think this character, you Star Trek guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was the character, I can't remember the name of the episode, but I think they were getting ready to go to war with the Federation, and somehow some kind of entity stopped him. I can't think of the episode, but I'm sure somebody knows. And this is really like my favorite cover of all so far. This is number 2. Statue of Liberty and Taylor and Kirk on the ground on the beach. So pretty cool stuff. Alright guys, thanks for letting me geek out. And appreciate all the comments and appreciate all you guys watching. And I am catching up on the videos, so I will be commenting soon. But as always, onward and upward.